Zealous, welcome back. It's your girl, Michaela, also known as ZimK. It's been a minute since I've been on Pure Zealous, but I'm happy to be back. This is my first time going live ever on YouTube. I got a prophetic word, and if you have not watched, what video is it? It's the video titled what's the video titled? Oh, overcoming desperate energy. I think it's a getting rid of desperate energy and how to pick up your order. So in that video, I explain all the different types of videos that I have. So if you haven't seen that video already, you can go and watch that video. But just in case you just want to know real quick, this is titled this way because prophetic means it's coming from my mouth. And a word means that this is not like you're not gonna see no cards or nothing. And it's technically not a reading because I have additional commentary. All right. Now that's out the way. Let me get my notes. Y'all know how we do. So I'm just gonna read directly from what it says. This prophecy is for those who are feeling similar to the way I'm feeling. Sometimes you run out of options, you reach a dead end, you have no place to turn, no solution for your problem. But then on top of that, you feel the energy of the enemy preying on your downfall, and it comes from the people you love the most. If all the odds are stacked against you, this message is for you. So that was me reading strictly from the page, but now I'm going to speak from the heart, elaborating off of that. So I don't know about you, but when it comes to me, like right now, the season that I'm in, it's like every option that I used to have to get ahead in life. Like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and that's going to get me that. Or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and that's going to get me that. All of those options are closed. All the doors are closed. Sometimes people might overreact when they say, I don't have anybody to talk to. But if you really are, like, seriously, the person where you really feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, this message is for you. If you feel the enemy, if you feel it, their resistance, if you are tired of questioning, am I crazy? Am I thinking this because I feel like they feel like this, and I feel like I felt like she meant it like this in X, Y, and Z. And when you get around people that you know, your family, maybe they're your co-workers or some type of friend you went to high school with, and you steady constantly feeling the same type of energy, and you done telling yourself that you crazy, and the energy that you getting is hating energy. You're getting hating energy, and it's coming from the people that you love. It's coming from the people that you trusted. It's coming from the people that you cared about the most. This message is for you. So I'm going to go in. When I do these, I like to go through it exactly how I went through it. So I'm going to tell you how everything happened. I don't know about y'all, but I said this on my Instagram before. In the thick of it, like when you're in the midst of it, it's hard to pray. It's hard to read the Bible. You don't want to pick up the Bible. You don't want to get down on your knees and pray. And you can feel it tugging at your spirit. Go open up the Bible. And then it's the thing behind not knowing what to read. It's 66 books. What to read? And then it's getting down, and sometimes you just don't have nothing to say when you pray. Sometimes you just don't have what it takes to pray, to read the Bible, or sometimes to live righteous. So I say right here today, and my Bible was already open to Isaiah 62, and I started reading it. Let me turn to it real quick. So I read this and I got led. What was the scripture? Okay, so this what had happened, y'all. This what had happened. Isaiah 62:5. For just as a young man marries a one. Okay, let me start over because I done messed up. For just as a young man marries a virgin, your sons will marry you. With the rejoicing of a bridegroom over a bride, your God will rejoice over you. So this Bible that I got, it got letters next to the verses. And this letter right here, I thought it was I, but it's actually L. So the scripture that's connected to the scripture that I just read is actually a whole nother scripture. I actually looked at the I instead of the L. So the I led me to Isaiah 49:14. And I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna tell you how I found out. I was reading, I had mistaken the L for an I. So Isaiah 49:14 say, but Zion kept saying, Jehovah has abandoned me and Jehovah has forgotten me. And so when I went back to Isaiah 62:5, I'm like, that don't have nothing to do. It don't even sound like it have anything to do with that scripture. And but I had felt it so much. Like I felt it. I was like, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. So I never returned to Isaiah 62 because of that accidental reference. Mistaking the L for the I led me to 49, and then it was just 49 from there. Like I had left 62. I was like, okay, you was nice. Thank you. I appreciate you. But 49 it is. Okay, so let me go back to my notes. Oh, wrong notebook. All right. So when it came to Isaiah 49, what stood out to me the most is, of course, was verse 14. But Zion kept saying, Jehovah has abandoned me and Jehovah has forgotten me. And it's another scripture just like that. It is verse 4. It says, but I said, I have toiled for nothing. I used up my strength for an unreality in vain. But surely my judgment is with Jehovah and my wages with my God. I'm going to switch Bibles real quick. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord and my work with my God. So that is a clear description of who this prophetic word is for. It's for me. It's for y'all. It's for us. It's for we. The reason why this has spoke to me so much is because I literally was asking God, why? Why and how? And do you hate me? And like why? Why are you doing this to me? This is mean. This doesn't make any sense. Um I had to tell myself over and over again during my prayer that I'm not praying to myself. 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 The quote, Jehovah has abandoned me and Jehovah has forgotten me. It hits so close to home because it's almost like asking God, are you real? Because as long as he real deal spill, you ain't never gotta feel or ask, have you forgotten about me? Or have you abandoned me? Or you ain't never gotta feel like he abandoned you or forgotten about you. But when those attacks coming from left and right, from different people, from situations, from your own self, you 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 start to question, like, okay, what's all this? Like, what is all this about? Because I read something yesterday that said that your sin creates distance. It separates you from God, right? And that is what withholds your blessing, right? And man, it was so tough earlier today because I'm thinking in my head, I know I ain't half as bad. First of all, I know I ain't half as bad as the people out here. I felt like Job. I'm like, I know I ain't half as bad as the people out here. But I know for sure I ain't half as bad as the people that's doing it to me. And I can run down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got to include everybody on the earth. But let's just include my persecutors. I know I ain't half as bad as them. So what's going on? What's the hold up? You know what I'm saying? Why are you, this feel like torture? My words exactly. So this word is for you. I'm going to start from the beginning and then I'm going to like link some scriptures together. I love this because my favorite thing in Isaiah, Jeremiah, I'm sure some other books that say this, of course, but specifically Jeremiah and Isaiah, my favorite thing to see is, and I quote, verse 7, this is what Jehovah, the repurchaser of Israel, his Holy One, says. Let me find another one. Oh, Isaiah 48:17. This is what Jehovah says, your repurchaser, the Holy One of Israel. I, Jehovah, am your God, the one teaching you to benefit yourself, the one guiding you in the way you should walk. Personally, I love when it says, this is what Jehovah says, and it's like blank, because then you get in like pure prophetic word. Like, you ain't getting no extra this, that. No, you getting strictly words from the Bible. I love when it says that. Just have to point that out. I don't know why. All right, here we go. 49. Chapter 49. There we go. Listen to me, you islands, and pay attention, you far away nations. Jehovah has called me before I was born. From the time I was in my mother's womb, he has made mention of my name. Hold up. Because when I first read this, I really, really, really love when a scripture has like the words me and I. Like, yes, I'm finna repeat this. Not in a way where it's like, what's the word? Like formal. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying the same thing every time. Like, no, not like that. But like, I'm about to use this because you saying me and you saying I, and I like that. He made my mouth like a sharp sword. He has hidden me in the shadow of his hand. He made me a polished arrow. He concealed me in his quiver. Okay. I didn't really write this one down, but this remind me of uh Isaiah 91. I mean Psalms 91. What they say? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And then right here it say, He has hidden me in the shadow of his hand. 3. He said to me, You are my servant, O Israel, through whom I will show my splendor. So I did not really mention this, but it's something for somebody in here about financial breakthrough. It's some stuff in here about desolate land. And, well, I'm acting like I ain't got my notes right here. The light and your enemies being destroyed. So since I wrote them down, them is the ones that I'm going to talk about. All right, through whom I will show my splendor. So this gave me like, I'm like, yeah, I need to hear that because nobody talks enough about how hard it is to remain faithful when you're going through financial crisis. It's so much out here that you can do to get money, and nobody's stopping you from doing none of this stuff but your integrity. I'm talking about me. I don't know about nobody else, but me, I hold on tight to my, I am still holding on tight to my integrity so that I do not go out into the world and sin against God for quick change. So these scriptures are going to help you just as much as they help me to see that he is going to do what he said he's going to do. All right, 4. But I said I have toiled for nothing. I used up my strength for an unreality in vain. But surely my judgment is with Jehovah and my wages with God. Okay, I wasn't even going to discuss this at first because sometimes I just don't be feeling like some stuff be necessary to discuss. But I think it's Tuesday. Saturday, I was literally riding my bike and a car hit me. And I'm saying the car hit me so hard. It hurt so bad and I'm still bruised up, right? So mind you, on that video that I just mentioned earlier that said getting rid of desperate energy and how to pick up your order, I was doing Uber Eats on that video, right? I didn't even know I was gonna say all of this, but we finna really get into it because why get on here and be fake? We ain't finna get on here and be fake, y'all. So I said in that video, I'm like, I don't want to say what I'm doing because people be watching, people be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, no weapon formed against me will prosper, right? And then I'm trying to get out here, get back out here, make some more money, hustling how I do on my bike doing Uber Eats, and a car hit me, right? And I told y'all in my last videos about my past when it came to witchcraft, right? So if you ever had to deal with something like that, it is really, really, really hard not to stand in a position of a victim 24/7. And it is really hard not to it is really hard to reject the spirit of offense, right? Because especially me, I don't know about y'all, but I be so quick to blame somebody. Like, who fault is it? Who can I blame? Who is the reasoning behind this, right? I ain't got no answers or nothing like that. We still waiting to see. I don't know what to say. All I got to say is I feel I'm waiting for the Lord to reveal. You know what I'm saying? Like, reveal. You know what I'm saying? Reveal. Because I don't want to accuse nobody. And then I don't want to just jump ahead and just start saying, oh, you did it. You did it. You the one who must have said, oh, I hope she get hit by a car. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really, that's why I said, like, this word not for everybody. Because I'm talking about people who really have people going against them. I'm talking about people who really walk around and you feel negative energies coming from people that you know. I'm talking to people who have had things happen in their life and the dots connect. And you be like, the dots connecting too much. Somebody doing something. You got real life enemies. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to people who have real life enemies, right? So when something happened to you, first thing you think it, who is behind this? You know what I'm saying? Who did this? You know what I'm saying? And then that right there, I feel like it's a couple of ways to get a person to feel like this, but I feel like one of the quickest ways to get somebody to curse God, deny him, forget about him, give up on him, is to have them go through a series of attacks and then say, ain't no way my enemy's prevailing over me like this. God ain't real. But it take a real one. It take a real one to be strong and literally not give up on God. Like, I was walking down the street before I got home and I started reading and studying. And I said to myself, I want to give up, but it seemed like all of the options that I had that was up against me, they all closed. So what am I giving up on? But then I thought I can still go to the other side and seek success. And it's very optional. It's out there. It's possible. It's very possible still to switch sides so that you can get a success right away. So I had to stop myself when I was thinking that, well, I can't give up now. I don't have nothing to give up on. Yes, you do. You can give up on your integrity. You can give up on righteousness. You can give up on following his commands. You can give up on his laws. You can give up and just start doing what you see everybody else doing. But it take a real one to stick it all the way through and not let the enemy trick you out of your faith. That's why you gotta have the shield of faith that's mentioned in Ephesians 6. You gotta have like your shield of faith. Faith is your shield from weapons that's coming from this way, coming from that way, wherever they coming from. It's your shield. And it's definitely a shield because nevertheless, with my faith, you can't break me. You can strip a lot of things from me, but with my faith, you can't break me. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, we're gonna have to use pure zealous stand because I don't see my other ones. Sorry. I was looking for my lip gloss. I love this look, but I can't find it. So I'm gonna have to put pure zealous lip gloss on. Alright, we're gonna have to do it with that. Okay. Okay. What was I talking about? Well, basically, yeah. Um, when I was thinking that it wasn't no way for me to give up, I had to remind myself that there is a way to give up, which is called rebellion. And if y'all don't know, rebellion and stubbornness is the same as witchcraft. That's in First Samuel somewhere. All right, moving on. Oh, that's what I was actually talking about. I was actually talking about me getting hit by a car while I was riding on my bike. And I felt that when it say, ooh, please, 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 y'all. It's saying, but I have toiled for nothing. When I tell you my legs used to be burning on that bike for 4 or 5, listen, $10 $10, up and down hills, putting food in my book bag. Everybody on the sidewalk is inconsiderate, rude. Everybody in their cars is inconsiderate and rude. They barely tipping. I'm doing all this work for this little bitty change, y'all. It say, I have toiled for nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could be out there 2, 3, 4 hours in the cold, y'all. Snow on the ground, rain falling from the sky. Handlebars on the bike all messed up. Chain rusty. Can't even ride that bike for real. Can't even ride that bike for real. Legs burning. Air coming out the tire. For change, y'all. Change. I'm for real. Cold. Did I say it was cold? And wet and dark outside. Don't get home till 9, 10. If I get out there at 4 or 5 for dinner time. Don't let me leave the house late. The later I leave the house, the later I'm going to get back. I used up my strength for an unreality in vain. Can we talk about all the times that I used to ride my bike just to get money to buy weed? Oh yeah, this ain't your fancy, dancy, rancy, pantsy little ministry on YouTube. We keep it all the way real. Can I talk about how many times I have rode my bike? I used to do Uber Eats on my feet. What are you talking about a bike? I used to do Uber Eats on my feet. I used to walk to the restaurant and then walk to the people's house for weed. Come on now. I'm only at verse 4. I'm trying to move fast. Listen. I used up my strength. So it's different if you're using up your strength for something that matters. But I have used up my strength for an unreality in vain. Talk about not having financial stability. when you don't know how to manage money. Come on now, like I'm in the midst of breaking a I don't know my other phone. Cause I'm trying to say a word and I don't really know if it's a word or not. But I'm in the midst of breaking a generational curse of poverty. I got a whole lot of generational curses. That let's really talk about it if we really want to talk about it. I got a lot from my parents that I have to break before I have my own children. And money management is one of them. And I got from both sides. From both sides. I don't care what nobody say. You spend your money on stuff that don't make no sense. And you spend your money for therapy. You can't keep no money and you spend too much of your money and you make money in your